This is a Mazdaspeed Miata engine, and I was wanting to make a quick video on the installation of the flywheel. And I'm just going to go over several points. And the first one is this plate right here. Just make sure that you install this plate before you install the flywheel and put the bolts on. And there's like a little bolt right here that holds this plate on, and the torque on it is 5.7 to 7.95 foot-pounds. So it's just a small amount of torque that goes on. It's a 10 millimeter. And for the main flywheel bolts, they're 19 millimeters. And what I've done is I've marked these right here with like a little marker. I just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right beside the bolts, because whenever I go to tighten it, I just use this tool right here. I use this tool right here. You don't have to have any special tool that holds the gears. I just kind of put this in place. I've already tightened number 1 and number 2 on here, and I have like number 3 to go. I already set the torque on this torque wrench. The torque is 71 to 75 foot-pounds, and I'll show you the maintenance manual in a second, and I'll show you the torque sequence in the maintenance manual. But I'll show you how I just do this right here. This is 75 foot-pounds. There we go. So that's the third one that I've done so far. But like in order to get like number 4, like this one right here, I might have to move this like that. So that's why I numbered the bolts. So as I'm moving this around to get leverage to torque it, it's like I can just count as I go along the numbers, because like once you start turning this thing, you forget which one was number 1 and you forget what the torque sequence was. But here's the torque sequence right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's just like a wheel on the car. And the torque is 71 to 75 foot-pounds. And one more thing that I wanted to go over is these bolts right here. They go directly into the engine crankcase, and oil can actually come out through those holes where the bolts go into. So oil could actually leak through those threads and come out on this side of the engine. And these bolts, I bought brand new ones from Arlington Mazda or Rosenthal Mazda. I think they're the same name, but they're just a dealership, and they were about like $3 and some change for each bolt. And they already come with thread sealant on them already, and it's like a lot easier than having to mess with the thread locker. But if you're going to use thread locker, use high strength thread locker like Permatex high strength. It'll work pretty good. You just put like a drop or 2 on the bolts. But one more thing that I wanted to go over is like the inside of the bolt holes. There's like oil and stuff like that. And if you're going to use the thread locker, what I did is I used this brake cleaner and some Q-tips to clean out the inside of the threads so that it would seal better to the threads themselves. So if you wanted to clean out the old material or whatever from the inside of those threads, you can use like a Q-tip or something like this to clean out the threads, any of the old sealant material that's in it and stuff. And I'll just put up some pictures of these bolts. They're pretty interesting looking. with the thread sealant already on them. So I already bought brand new ones and I just put them in there, and it was a lot easier to do it that way. And one other thing I guess that you can do is, like, since I might be touching this or whatever when I put it on, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the brake cleaner and make sure that all the oils and stuff are off of that so that the clutch can seat really well. Because even if you get like a fingerprint onto that, the oil from your fingers, it can mess up the way that the clutch actually seats to the flywheel. So just make sure to clean everything off with brake cleaner whenever you're all finished with this. But I hope this video helps out, and that's my video for now.